When I first arrived to this country, I was vulnerable, insecure, full of doubts and fear. I managed to get through life with my 2 daughters before I met my husband. I worked hard to make a living and to learn English. I was determined to succeed, to learn, to grow, to be self-sufficient, and to master the language, so I wouldn't have to depend on anyone to translate for me. I was exposed to many difficult situations where I found prejudice and racism. As I was finding my way, learning, going to school, reading self-help books, attending personal development seminars, etc., I was able to find better employment opportunities. However, my vulnerability and lack of confidence in myself were not in my favor. I was a target to prejudiced bullies constantly. I would take walks during my breaks crying, full of anxiety and heart palpitations. I would come home and share my experiences with my husband, who has always been my greatest support, motivation, and inspiration. I used to tell him that I was not going to be a wimpy person anymore, that I was going to become hard and mean so I wouldn't get hurt by anyone anymore. With his loving patience, kindness, and words of wisdom, he would always encourage me to never change who I truly was. He believed in me, in my potential to flourish and find my emotional equilibrium. He believed in me that I could become a stronger person without building a cold shell inside of me. He gave me ideas, encouragement, and motivation, and I put myself to do the work with determination, consistency, and discipline. I went through different jobs where I would last 4 to 7 years, finding in each one of them thicker skin layers, more experience, and wiser ways to defend and protect myself, my dignity, and my integrity. I learned that to be strong, we do not have to lose our tender soul. In my last job, where I had been working for 7 years, I decided one day to pack my things in a box and walk out with an exit interview in the Human Services Department. But not before I was courageous enough to have a good chat with my immediate supervisor. I felt the fear and did it anyway. I was no longer willing to put up with unappreciation, lack of respect, intimidation, manipulation, and authoritative management strategies. I realized that I had a lot to offer and that I deserved to be treated better than that. I realized my value as a person and as an employee. I was building confidence, self-awareness, and determination. I chose to be true to myself, even if it meant I would have to find myself another job. I chose short-term worries over long-term misery. Life is full of challenges. Sometimes we are up and sometimes we are down. It is inevitable. But we do not have to become cold and lose our tender soul to become strong. Strong is about speaking up for yourself, not allowing anyone to walk all over you. Strong is learning to adapt, to be flexible, reliable, responsible, choosing self-love, to be true to yourself. Strong is to keep moving and not getting stuck in circumstances that are damaging to your mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. Strong is being able to have a dialogue without aggression, without insults, or lack of respect for others' point of view. Strong is to realize that we can agree to disagree and to have the courage to choose what is best for you and others. We do not have to stay in an environment surrounded by suppression where we are not given the opportunity to keep learning and growing. Be a strong person. Speak up whenever necessary. Be open-minded and willing to listen and learn. Practice patience, tolerance, and self-control over your emotions. Be firm and assertive. And just as importantly, never lose your tender soul, your laughter, your joy. You will feel empowered, confident, and humble. It means that you know exactly your place, surpassing one's ego, because we are nothing more, but also nothing less. Equilibrium. Strong with a tender soul. Lourdes Healing Waters sending you much love.